Hey, echo.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
22 yards there, a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Here we go, D. Get on the field.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Roquan Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
3rd and long for Cousins. And he's going to go down again.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes.
End in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Fielded just inside the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Lock in, lock in. Let's get in there, let's get in there. 50, hey, exit. Check, check, watch.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
You got it. You got it.
And it's 3rd down.
Down. Ready? Check right 54. Right 54. Let's go, defense.
They go play action. Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Taken down at the 27. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Cook. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
At the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Cousins will throw it. The throw complete to Beebe. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run with Cook. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They come out here in the eye. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
They try again with Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Bailey's kick is good, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the 1st half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Trubisky. He finds Robinson. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Robinson. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On second and a yard, Trubisky. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bears have taken the lead. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second and 5 now. Cousins. And Diggs has it. 11 yards there. First down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that route, against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area. So you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Room here to run. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
First down, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
45, Mike. 40. Hey, Alpha. Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, check Mike. Here we go.
Cousins. He finds Taylor, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Cousins now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And they'll wind up getting this one all. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Dontari Poe in on the stop. This is Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bears have once again taken. And that makes it 14-10.
Next to score, Bears 14, Vikings 10. O'Donnell set
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Cousins on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass. They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Roquan Smith. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Cousins now. It's complete to Diggs.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
On third down, it's Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Five. Protein spill.
Cousins. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. A first down throw for Cousins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here?
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very... There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Cousins, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. The Vikings on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To throw, Cousins.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. That's taken at around the 40. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. Whoosh. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On second down now, it's Cohen. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Bears on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing here, Trubisky. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Trubisky to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Dontari Poe able to record his 5th sack of the season. A couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Pinheiro is good. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Cousins. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 17. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cohen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. So this one